Yay! The ferries are running again. Good. That means that the port bar will reopen soon. Yippee! And look how well they've done with the cycle track. It's almost finished. Nearly ready to open. Aston Martin. Don't see many of those about, do we? Where's James Bond when we need him? Now, this is St George's Terrace that not all the fuss is about, but a great deal of fuss is about. These shops here, they're lovely little shops. They've been vacant, to my knowledge, for at least 20 years. One of them, I think it was this one, it used to be a cafe run by a group of lesbians. That was fun. Actually, they ran a really top-class little cafe and restaurant from here, but it closed down about 20 odd years ago. Whoever owns them must be pretty well off, because how on earth you can have all this property and leave it vacant for decades? Mystery to me. This one here at the end, little Italian restaurant, that's always been occupied until recently. It was the only one that had a tenant. All gone now. Now this is what all the fuss is about. Willow Grove. The council wants to smash it down in order to extend its White Elephant Museum onto that space. Well, yeah, it is a lovely building, but one thing everybody's sort of overlooking is the public was never allowed in there. It was always leased to some organisation, I don't know, health foods or some multi-level marketing cult or other. I don't really know, I'm just making that up, but we were always forbidden to enter. So we've left it a little bit late to make a big fuss, but I think it would be a shame to knock it down. It would make a fabulous community centre. That's what it should be used for, a community centre. Perhaps a licensed bar. Look at that balcony, absolutely fabulous. Jeff Lee, something to do with the New South Wales Council, of Parramatta City Council. I don't know exactly what his job is. He says we should knock it down because there are lots of other houses like that in Sydney. Yes, Jeff, but this is the only one in Parramatta. Perhaps you haven't noticed. Tell you what, perhaps we could compromise. This building behind Willow Grove, well, it is part of Willow Grove, I guess, but this is just an ugly slab of concrete and brick. How about the council has that, the rear end of Willow Grove, for their White Elephant Museum, just so long as we keep Willow Grove itself. See, Willow Grove, the main building, and towards the rear end, ugly, very ordinary looking building that no one would miss. So there you go, Jeff. You're going to have that for your White Elephant Museum. But I still reckon, never mind the White Elephant Museum, this building here, we're looking at the other side of it now, should be used for a bowling alley, ice skating rink, a roller skating rink, and a go-kart track. You've got 3 floors there, and you've got the car park beneath. Absolutely perfect. Be the best in Australia. Please do it. So there's the Barry Wild Bridge fountain. The fountain you have when you're not having a fountain. And what they've done, they haven't bothered to replace the damaged, broken, fused lights. Instead, they've strung some cheap Aldi looking lights across the bridge to compensate. Such a shame. It used to be spectacular. And now it's just, well, algae looking. Now, there's an interesting looking building. I don't know who owns it, whether it's owned by the council or by some millionaire or other. But it's another one of those buildings full of interest, empty of people. The public forbidden to enter. Not even once a year. We're not allowed a tiny weeny little glimpse of what it's all about. Such a shame. Centennial Square. Where's our amphitheatre gone? Oh, that's right. The Parramatta Council filled it in something like 25 years ago. Don't know why. No one's opinion was sought. Someone decided, hey, here's a good idea. Let's destroy the amphitheatre. It's the only one like it in Sydney, so let's destroy it. And they did. It's gone. And just over there is our lovely old town hall. We've never been allowed to use it, of course. Well, I remember, I don't know, sometime last century, there used to be record sales there. They were fun. But no, this century we've been banned. And the council don't like it because it's only 2 levels tall. And the Parramatta Council hates anything that low. They like high rise, high rise, high rise. Just give me the high rise, ma'am. Give me the high rise. This is what it's all about these days. I wonder who's going to occupy them now. Half of them were already 3/4 empty long before the virus hit. Who's going to occupy them now, I wonder? Now, we can't blame the council for this. The death of the Roxy Theatre. It was vacated, I don't know, 20, 25 years ago, something like that. It used to be a brilliant cinema. And then someone turned it into a nightclub sort of an affair. And that failed. No one knows what to do with it. And even I can't think of a use for it at the moment, but there must be one. How come some brainy people don't get together and figure it out? And see, there was a restaurant next door, that's closed. And there's a restaurant the other side, that's closed. Everything's closed. I can see that Parramatta has lost or is losing all its charm, and it's going to end up a city of bland and ugly high-rise buildings. There'll be nothing left of it soon. Half of it's already gone. Amphitheatre's gone, swimming pool's gone, and if the council gets its way, Willow Grove will be gone. And this, the Salvation Army headquarters has gone. Oh, that's a sad loss. And in its place, what have we got? Well, we've got a high-rise office building. Actually quite a nice looking high-rise office building, to be honest. But will they ever find tenants for it? That is the question. And there's the building standing where the Salvation Army used to be, until it sold the land for several millions of dollars. I must say it looks pretty impressive by night. Can't see the point of leaving all the lights on all night long, but there you go. That's their choice. They have to pay the bill. And this was the last cafe standing. All the rest closed down a couple of years ago, long before the virus hit. See, this is a well-designed building, quite interesting, a double octagon. But as you'll see, it's virtually empty. Almost all the offices are vacant. All what used to be cafes are vacant. And I repeat, this has nothing to do with the virus, or very little to do with it, because I walked through here a couple of years ago taking a video, and it was as empty as it is today. And it's really a nice building. It's got a lot going for it, except people. No people. Sorry about that. But oh, there's somewhere that's open. What's this? The camera, and there's someone in it working. There's a lady at the desk and another lady walking through. Well, bless my soul. There is at least one person in this building. So there you go. And the council says we need more high-rise buildings. We've got to keep on knocking all the old buildings down and building high-rise buildings. Desperate. Parramatta's desperate for high-rise buildings. Like this one. Empty. See, how many of those office buildings do you reckon are occupied? My guess is next to none. But we're still building more and more and more and more high-rise buildings. We're on our way. This is going to become a ghost city. A city of ugly high-rise buildings. Such a shame. It used to be such an interesting city once upon a time.